evening. How's everyone doing today? Can you all hear me well? New version of OBS, so I am not confident that the mic is working, but if you cannot hear me, I'm sure somebody will say something shortly. Hope everyone's having a good day. What's going on, Nicholas? First in chat. Yes, you were. Master, good to see you. Meng, welcome, welcome. Captain Stinkfus, hello, hello. We didn't stream early this morning. There were a bunch of other people streaming, so it smells like feet. What, you got your shoes off again, Popo? What's going on, Snow Goose? Outstanding. Thank you, Nicholas. Yeah, OBS updates, then the mic doesn't work after I hit the go live button, and we're scrambling to make sure everything is functioning correctly. So let's take a look at the map here. 1846. Man, these guys have done some work. I mean, soon here it looks like going to be all but over if it's not already. It's not you? Okay. I assumed it was. Normally he who smelt it dealt it. I don't know that 93 is going to give up though anytime soon. I think they're going to make him work for every flag, for every piece of land. It does not look like 1093 is going to come out of this as victorious. Now, we've seen crazy things happen in the past in KvKs, but hey, I don't know that anything crazy is going to happen in this one. I don't doubt that. But, I mean, at this stage of KvK, it's not about getting kill points, right? It's about burning those flags. I mean, I know 1960 is a different animal. But, I mean, personally, for me, I could, as long as I get my 30 million kills, if I don't get another kill point after that, I'm fine. As long as we're accomplishing our objectives and burning our flags and on the path to victory. If I don't get another kill point after that, I'm fine. I mean, there were those who, after the first couple of altar fights, said, "Oh my God, 93 is going to win this KvK." You know, and I said, "Hey, you cannot judge who's going to win a KvK by an altar fight." When the KvK first started, many people seemed to think that it was a complete mismatch. You know, fire camp and earth camp, and I mean, 93 has made Earth Camp work for it. Yeah, 1188 needs to do something about their downtime. I saw somebody in one of the live streams the other day say, well, the 1188 pilots are also pilots for 2489, and they had to kind of choose which kingdom they were going to pilot for. Yeah, 1188. Echo is on. Thank you, Mad. It should be off about 20 seconds. Yeah, that, what is it? That last zone, 1188 just had some seriously good good and well thought out strategy in that zone. To leave, what is that, wind camp with only one pass into Kingsland, but it all worked out in the end, right? Okay, that's good to know, MXG. I guess I was just repeating information someone had provided in a different YouTube live stream the other day. Can we see the map? Sure can, Lito. All the red territory is Earth and Wind camp. Wind has got this pass down here. They've got this pass here. My assumption is that these Crusader forts or these Alliance forts are all on fire. 1960 was able to take this for a brief period yesterday, but 93 now has it again. Not that it's critical at this stage for what needs to happen. I don't know what Greenwood is doing. I honestly don't even know which of these, 1532, 1558. Are they working on the backside here somewhere that I'm just not seeing? Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to watch and see who gets the zig at the end. I would fully expect, 89 GT to take it, but you cannot. I mean, I don't think 846 and 1818 could have done any better than what they did over there with 2142 and 3096, obviously supporting them. I mean, this is a KvK. You're not going to win without allies. .1188 did great when they were all online. When they were not online, it was a different story, right? I mean, this is one of those KvKs where you hate to see a what is it, 260 to 40 or 240 to 60 split. I don't know how they're split in this map, but I mean, there's definitely more than 300 people in this KvK that deserve an Autric inscription. My birthday again today? Well, why don't you donate me some money since it's my birthday? Right? Click the link. Click the link in the video description, or hit that $sign on YouTube. Right? I mean, I think, see, in this type of KvK where there's a big murder ball, I think these siege towers are a viable option. In a smaller KvK where the ball moves back and forth quite a bit more, I don't know that siege would have as great an impact. Hey, Mad Mania found the lipstick gang emoji. Give you money? I can't do that. Can't do that. Mexico in January. Not much has changed since yesterday, other than 846 and 1818 have pretty much solidified the bottom portion here. You've got 1188 with a bit of territory here. That's the pink, purple, whatever you want to call it. You've got MJ39 with a little bit of territory here. My expectation is all these flags are on fire. Oh, that one's got a shield for another hour. So, I mean, to me, it's looking like a Fire, Wind, and Greenwood victory. Most of 1188 kills are from the Greenwood camp, I assume you're saying, MX? Yeah, yeah, Ihara was saying that she's only got purple gear on hers, so, you know, I can't wait for people to watch this KvK in a lower seed kingdom and start throwing siege towers up there that I can just fucking smack with my 6 or 7 marches. Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Greenwood, sorry if I said fire. I mean, yeah, 1188, they had a fantastic strategy in that last zone. Let's not kid ourselves. I mean, they had a ton of people random teleport in and just disrupt the flag pathing of 1846 with a bunch of forts. I swarm the siege in any situation. I'm not watching that dumb thing. I don't. I mean, it would have to be a pretty serious comeback for 93 and their allies to take the zig at the end. I mean, if I had to give it odds, I'd probably say 1 in 50, 1 in 40, somewhere in there. You know, and both of these teams, right, 1093 and 1960, they have ARC Grand Finals tomorrow. So that's going to be 35 of their players, their best players, offline. The benefit to Earth Camp, though, is that 2489 is still going to be online. I mean, 93 is going to be online, too. 30 players is hardly going to make a dent, but it's going to be 30 of their best players. I would agree, Captain. If they do make a comeback, it would probably be called the biggest in the history of the game. Absolutely. I mean, it looks like at one point they did get this alliance outpost burning. At downtime cost 1188. I mean, when you're fighting these Super Imperium kingdoms, you cannot have downtime. You know, even in the higher A seed KvKs, as evidenced by that last 2268 KvK. I mean, you really cannot have downtime. And if you do, you better plan your flag line and how you backbuild flags and who's going to be online to just defend as much as they can during that downtime. You can't just all say, well, all right, fuck it, we're all going to bed. We'll see what happens in the 8 or 10 hours. How many coins? I think last KvK I got like 5. And I did not finish top 20. Nor did we take the zig at the end. I started last KvK with 1. I got 2 Hydra's Blast and 1 Ancestral Mask. So that's 6. So that's 5 I got. And I ended up with 1. I still have 1 in the bank. So 6 I think I got. Possibly. I don't want you anywhere near my bed, Popo. No fucking Dutch ovens from you, my friend. I get enough of that when the dog sleeps on my side of the bed. Like on the floor, lays next to my side of the bed, and she farts in her sleep. Wake up gagging. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to go to find pilots, right? Is there like a Discord or something? Rise of Kingdom pilots for sale. I mean, how do you even go about interviewing somebody to be a pilot on your account? I would never use a pilot that I did not 100% know and trust and have their home address, so I could screw them 6 ways from Sunday if they ported my account out of the kingdom or something stupid. The horn in the ring you get with the conquest coins. I think that's what they're called anyway. And at the end of last KvK, I had 36.1 million crystals left over, which turned into 45,000 season coins. So this next KvK we'll be going into, we'll be able to grab a ring as soon as we get there. Most of the players in our kingdom are, I would say, EU time zone. Now, you know, we've got one in Japan, we've got several in the US, we've got some in the Middle East. We're getting some, I think 3 players are coming in from the Eastern Asia. But I mean, yeah, there are certain objectives you got to do, Looker, in order to get those coins. Like, you know, secure. It depends on the KvK, right? 30 million kills is always a way to get one of the conquest coins, the gold coins. Those season coins, the brown ones, you get from just completing tech, doing bastions, that type of thing. We have 40 players in the U.S. Are you serious? I would think it would be more like I don't know that we have 40, do we? I don't know. I don't pay attention. If there's fighting, I try and be online. That's all there is to it. Nice, Popo. Hope you get a good matchup. Yeah, I heard when Kingsland first opened, they somehow screwed up the flags at the beginning. 522, 574. Alex, member for 1 month. Love to play in 1029, just not ready yet. Maybe soon. Great players are there that actually know how to play. Yeah, that's why we do voice interviews for everyone, right? 40% EU, 40% US, 18% rest of the world, and 2% English UK. Wait, you don't count the United Kingdom as EU? Wow, they're pretty bitter about them leaving the European Union, I guess. Damn fish and chips lovers, weirdos putting chocolate into beer. Hey, thanks for keeping an eye on that, Nicholas. 72 votes in the poll. 22. And you know what? Yesterday, I completely forgot. So we're going to do this today. Yesterday, I said I would gift 5 memberships if we hit 100 likes. And I forgot to do that before the stream ended. So we're doing that right now. What's up, Lefty? Dropping a link to Lefty's channel in the chat here. If you're not subscribed to Lefty the Spartan, head on over there and hit that subscribe button for him as well. Lefty is grinding it out as a streamer. He's already passed that 1,000, I think 1,200 mark, which, I mean, it's you got to keep grinding, and I know he's doing that. Doing well. It was a weird night. I don't know. I woke up like 3-4 times, got up at 1:30. I could not fall back asleep. I saw, wow, there's Snow Goose coming in hot with 5 gifted also. Appreciate you, Snow Goose. If you're a member in the chat, please drop that Snow Goose emoji. One way of saying thank you. Snow Goose is a great supporter. Woke up at 1:30, just could not fall back asleep. I saw Apo streaming, so we jumped up. This 1:30 in the morning. So we jumped online, started running some barb forts, hung out with Apo, watched his stream for a little bit. Probably about 4 a.m., went back to sleep for another couple of hours. And then there were just so many people streaming this KvK earlier today that honestly, I played FIFA 24. I just beat, what is it? I completed the first group stage as England. You'd be proud of me, Madmania. Completed the first group stage as England with 9 overall points. So I made it to the elimination round. Just won my first elimination round match. I forget exactly who it was against. But in a total of, what was that, 3 games? In a total of 4 games, I've only had one goal scored against me. Well, yeah, I mean, if 1093 doesn't downsize, they're going to have KvKs like this again and again and again. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. You know what? Do they send half of their kingdom to Kingdom 2093? 3093? Yeah, I'm a very new FIFA player, FC 24, right? Very new. I was looking at the controls the other day, and it's like you gotta press BB and up and C and 6 buttons at the same time to like fake a pass or do something. I'm still at the basics. I mean, I'm like 4 or 5 games in, and I just learned how to do lob passes, okay? All right? And I love slide tackles, but I get so many yellow cards, it's not even funny. It's time to recruit fighters. Oh yeah, speaking of recruiting, I did watch that Chisgel video about going to 2489 in the future. I'm unclear though if it is just Chisgel going or if the entire Smash Squad group is going there, or just a core group of players going there. But if there are any old TR players that went from 1254 to 2268 to 2489 who now have a desire to find a new kingdom because Chisgel and or Smash Squad is coming there, please contact Mad Mania or Captain Stinkfist on Discord. Matt is dropping the migrate emoji in there now. You know, we'd love to have some fighters here, even if it puts us in B seed, you know, as long as it's the right people. I don't know. Abdali. I don't know. It in Chisgel's video, it sounded like he was already approved to go there. So, and generally where Chisgel goes, Peace and Cortex and Ruz, Fluffy Pony now, and Chad follow. Oh no, man, we're real close to a B seed at the moment. You know, we did not lose as much power as we had hoped in the last KvK, so the next KvK we're hoping for a bloody one. You know, and if we go into the next KvK and we're a B seed and we fight some kingdoms with many more active accounts, it'll be bloody. So, you know, it is what it is. Peacemaker is stayed in 2268, yes. Peace, which was one of the R4s, longtime R4 for Smash Squad, went to 2293. I don't use pilots, Popo. Thanks for the offer, but I don't use pilots. Right, Alex. There's a handful that will always stay together. And, I mean, you got to respect that. KvK is not over, says the power. Where's the poll stand right now? Well, 84 votes. Most everyone thinks it is over. I mean, there's always a chance, right? As long as you're still in Kingsland, as long as there's still time on the clock, there's a chance. Yeah, Mad Mania, you better give up R5 before you have Popo pilot for you. And I don't know if I want him on Discord farting into the microphone. No. Sorry, Popo. Can't be worse than his last. Who was his last? Oh, was that freaking Yaffee? Well, I said it multiple times yesterday and the day before and the day before that, right? No matter what happens in this KvK, 1093 and 1093 and 1960 have already solidified their place in Rise of Kingdoms history as two of the greatest kingdoms ever in this game. 2049 has not quite reached that level yet. Yeah, what's up, Mohammed? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think based on his last video, he was saying they are going to do a KvK in 2293. Ooh, this guy got hit. That had to hurt somebody before they migrate, or before he migrates over. So we'll see. You know, and I get it. As a full-time content creator, you're not making money skipping KvKs. You're not making that live stream content skipping KvKs, so I totally get it. I get it. Forza's gonna zero Lambo? Okay. I'm ready. Bring it, Forza. Oh, appreciate that, Mohammed. Update you if it's possible. I mean, we still got significant fighting between 2049, 1960, and 1093 in this area of the map. Not the battle lines have not moved a whole lot. I mean, a couple of flags here and there. In this upper section of the map, right? But this section with the pink territory here and this section over here is now completely covered by the wind camp and those folks. So it's only a matter of time before wind gets the rest of this territory cut and joins the fight against 1093. I mean, they're using these alliance outposts to the best of their ability to delay every flag every second that they can. Captain is already lobbying for wind camp to get the zig at the end. I mean, it sucks in KvK, right? That you make allies. In this case, you know, Earth and Wind, and Greenwood. You make allies to win the KvK, but only one camp gets those final rewards. And I don't know if the game was updated before this KvK started, where the Autric split is going to be different. If all these guys are going to get a Autric fragment at the end. I mean, I don't think the game had received the update before they went into KvK, but I mean, obviously with the changes to the outpost right before Kingsland, Lilith is not afraid to make updates mid KvK. And I'm just glad 1029 didn't get screwed, because It seems like every time they make rewards or something in KvK better or easier to obtain, we're in the middle of the KvK and it doesn't kick in for us until our next KvK. Good luck on, yeah, no kidding. There's way more than 300 people that deserve one. Way more. What news, man? What? Are you kidding me? One minute ago, Trump says he's fine in statements. Escorted off a stage during a rally. Trump was whisked off the stage at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania after apparent gunshots rang through the crowd. Trump was showing off a chart of border crossing numbers when bangs started ripping through the crowd. Trump could be seen with his right hand toward his neck. There appeared to be blood on his face. In his statement, Trump said he is fine and is being checked at a medical facility. This is 5:51 p.m. Central Time, so like 1 minute ago on the Associated Press website. And they do have a picture here. He's got blood on his face. Looks like it came from his ear. I don't know if you can see this right in here. I don't know if you can use, yeah, you can see my mouse. That's fucked up, man. White House says President Joe Biden has received an initial briefing. Let me at least move the screen here so you can see any fights that are going on. Donald Trump's campaign said in a statement today he was fine after being whisked off the stage at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. After apparent gunshots rang through the crowd, President Trump thanked law enforcement and first responders for their quick action during this heinous act. Spokesman Steve Chung said in a statement he is fine and is being checked out at a local medical facility. The former president and presumptive Republican nominee was showing off a chart of border crossing numbers. He quickly ducked behind risers as agents from his protection detail rushed to the stage as screams were heard throughout the crowd of several thousand people. Bangs continued as agents tended to him on stage. The crowd cheered as he got back up and pumped his fist. His motorcade has since left the venue. His condition is not immediately known. Right before the apparent gunfire, Trump was showing a chart of border crossing numbers and said, "Take a look at what happened." When pops could be heard and Trump's hand went to his right ear. He ducked down as Secret Service agents dove on top of him. Interesting. More to come. More to come. I'm sorry, Grishman, I don't speak Russian. If that would happen to Biden, wouldn't be so mad he just wouldn't remember it the next day. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I mean, here we go again, right? More political drama. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. I mean, the sad part is there's crazy people all over the world. Guns don't kill people do. You know, there has to be somebody behind it pulling the trigger. And unfortunately, it's impossible to get guns out of every single crazy person's hands without... Well, you can't even do it, right? Because if you pass laws to restrict guns, the only people who are going to give up their guns are law-abiding citizens. Right? You think a criminal gives a shit who already has a gun, who's already a criminal, who shouldn't have a gun in the first place, already gives a shit if they pass a law saying, hey, you can't have a gun? No, the only people that are going to give up their guns if they pass laws banning weapons are people like me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of Trump. I'm not a fan of Biden. But at the end of the day, if it comes down to those two candidates, I honestly, I would vote for Trump. You know, I think he's got more working upstairs than Biden does at the present time. And honestly, when he was president, I was much better off. You know, you didn't have crazy inflation without the same cost of living raises at your job, right? It was $140 a week to get groceries instead of $340 a week to get groceries. Amen to that, Red Matt, right? Most of the guns used in shootings were legally obtained. I don't know. I'd have to see some statistics on that. But, I mean, if somebody has no criminal history, yeah, they can walk into a gun shop. They can generally buy a long gun without a waiting period in most states. Many states have handgun restrictions. Wisconsin, I got to wait 2 days. There are background checks that take place, though, for every gun sale. Do we know the details, Terminator? Did he get shot yet? It looks like a bullet may have grazed his ear. I mean, yeah, they could be legally obtained and stolen. They could be legally obtained and, eventually reach a criminal, right? But if they take away the Second Amendment, which in the United States is the right to keep and bear arms, what's next? What's next? The right to freedom of speech? Don't know, Yagi. This happened literally like 8 minutes ago. So that's literally all the information I've seen. Matt, we could argue all day long about this. But I'm not gonna. Europe's got its own problems. And quite honestly, the number of people that get shot in the United States, it's nothing compared to some countries. Absolutely nothing compared to some countries. You know, it's like the old analogy. Spoons don't make people fat. I mean, the problem is every time there is a shooting, I mean, you guys don't see. There's hundreds and hundreds of shootings in Chicago on a daily basis, but you don't hear about those in Europe, right? You only hear about those that are considered mass shootings, and then that's the leftist press blowing shit way out of fucking proportion. Okay, so I mean, there are people out there who would like to think that everyone in the United States is walking around strapped. That's not the case. I do. I've taken training courses. I have a concealed carry permit. So I do. Every time I leave my house, I'd rather have it and never need to use it than need it and not have it. And the first thing I do when I walk into any building is I scan for exits. I look for places to hide. I run scenarios through my head, what if, so that I'm ready and I'm prepared. I've got a 30-06 for deer hunting popo. I've got a semi-automatic, a pump action, three different shotguns, 2 pump action shotguns, 1 semi-automatic shotgun for duck hunting, goose hunting, waterfowl. I have got an AR-15. I've got a 22 long rifle. I have got a very old Soviet, World War I bolt action. Then I have got a 9mm, a 45, a 9mm Taurus, a 38 Special, a Beretta PX4 Storm, which is in 40 Smith & Wesson. I've got a 1911, which is 45 ACP. I've got a 38 ACP mini for when I wear shorts and jogging shorts and stuff like that. I've got a Taurus 9mm Slim. I've got a 1911 caliber in 22 LR. I've got a MP5 in 22. You know, so sure, Beast, welcome. Terminator, that's my Remington 30-06 that I use for deer hunting. No drum guns. I mean, I would not call my Remington a sniper rifle per se. I'm good with it out to about 100 yards, but All were legally obtained through background checks. Go to the range about once a quarter. No, maybe. Usually in the fourth quarter of the year, I'll just go there to sight in my deer rifle in case I do decide to go deer hunting. Yeah, Greed Beast. Yeah, it's been a fun KvK to watch. So I mean, I've got every single firearm I have, unless I'm carrying it, it is in a safe. Separated from the ammunition, which is locked up separately. Unless I'm carrying it, or it's the one in my nightstand right next to the bed. I wouldn't say there's a pure joy in shooting them, Matt, but I mean, I have them for hunting, for self-preservation, for protecting my family. So if you're going to be a responsible firearms owner, you need to constantly practice with them. Yeah, I mean, I'm not one of those. I'm not putting $300 ivory grips on the handles or anything silly like that. These are all for practical use. I would agree, UK. No, I do not want an RPG. That would not be legal. Nor would any automatic firearms. I do not have a Glock. We got two Berettas, 3 Taurus handguns. A GSG, which I think is German something or other. Call of Duty RPGs can come in handy at times. I mean, man, I'm not opposed to making it illegal to sell guns without a background check. Right now, people could go to a gun show and buy a gun from somebody there with a stand without a background check. I'm not opposed to that. Not at all. I think, though, if I die, I do not think the government should come and take all my guns. Unless every single person in my family that I've willed my guns to has a felony record. He was here. If you run a siege tower march, it's full auto. Yeah, right. I've got a couple razor mice, yes. Yeah, I mean, if I remember correctly, and I may be way off here, but if I remember correctly, people who join the Swiss military have guns in their homes. You know, they have to keep them secured and stored in a certain way. But yeah, exactly, Milky. They need to enforce existing gun laws. I mean, if a crime is committed, and that crime is committed with a firearm, there needs to be stiffer penalties. You know, if somebody robs a store and uses a firearm to do it, they should not just get a slap on the wrist and 30 days in jail because they were only robbing the store for $30. Right? It should be, mandatory. X amount of years, 10 years. You commit a crime with a firearm, it should be 10 years, in my opinion. Plus whatever punishment that crime gets as well. I think it's, I don't know. Lambo come to Kuwait? Why is that? So easy to solve when poverty ends? Well, there's never a need for shootings, never. None whatsoever. None, other than if your life is in danger or if you fear for great bodily harm. Right? I mean these I guess it's a tough topic, right? Because there are valid points on both sides of the topic. Come in 1 year so my beach house is done. Well, isn't Kuwait all sand and it's just all beach anyway? Is it on the ocean? Is it an actual beach or is it out in the middle of the desert? Just kidding, Popo. I'm just kidding. Is it over? It would be the comeback of all comebacks if 93 and their allies were to win, Hunky. It would be the comeback of all comebacks. I mean, they're still trying, right? I mean, you can see they got an Alliance resource pit built here so that nobody can drop flags in that area. They have got these outposts built to make them harder to take down. So they're not going down without a fight. I didn't think that they would, but it's just a matter of time before Wind Camp cuts all of these other camps out of Kingsland on the bottom here and joins the fight against 93. Maybe another 12 hours would be my guess. Desert is just beach without water and lower land prices. Oh, John, I don't know, man. I'm kind of sick of seeing those memes. For somebody to get so famous and ultimately she's going to start making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just for that, To me, it kind of highlights what is wrong with society these days. It's a hoax? Come on. Come on. And thank you for the $5, John Wicked. I appreciate you, sir. I don't know. Were the firecrackers taped to his ear? Is that how his ear got all bloody? I mean, what the hell? And, you know, those... I'll wait for it to come out. I'll wait for them to get all the details. It'll be interesting to see how all the networks spin it, right? No matter what happens to be true at the end, it'll be interesting to see how everyone spins it toward their point of view. Yeah, I can see your point there, Hunky, that she's making money from a genuinely funny interaction. Not a staged attempt to go viral, which are what 90% of these TikToks you see are. There you go, Sue. 93 is far from a free-to-play kingdom, though. They have their fair share of whales and krakens that spend a shit ton in the game. But yeah, I mean, it looks like their allies from WinCamp are getting bored, because you see some WinCamp in here too. I mean, you got some of the WinCamp down here babysitting burning flags, right? They can burn this one in 10 minutes. Couple of Crusader forts there, so they're coming up from the bottom over here. Makes perfect sense. I think it's just a matter of time, though. I'm sure they've got a couple players with at least 2 or 3. Maybe even 4, yeah. Get some short interviews. Yeah, that might be fun. Belly Prime, Huo, Joan, you have to max for Arc mid-team. Who do I pick? I think belly's more a luxury than a necessity. I mean, I run Nevsky Joan and HQ Belisarius myself. And then XY Justin. Or XY William, whatever I feel like that day. It's hard to take William out of the lineup, but... But yeah, I mean, AoE in the middle is the ultimate factor. That's why I still run Boudica YSG as well. What's up, Rick? Well, I don't know that they're just fighting for kill points specifically. They're fighting for pride as well. You know, I mean, I think 93's got a lot of pride there, and rightfully so. One of the greatest kingdoms to ever play in the game, and they're still playing in the game as one of the greatest kingdoms, right? You know, so they've got a lot of pride. They don't want to go down. They don't want to go down without swinging. Without giving it everything they have. And if rumors are true, if thoughts are correct, and they're going to try and go down to a 1 or 2 alliance kingdom moving forward, you know, the next several days are going to be important for people to make a statement and show that they're here for the kingdom and not here for personal gain. They're not going to give up when the chips are down. But I don't recall seeing a flag rally since we have been watching, and that's because, I mean, it's just outpost after outpost that are on these touch points. What's up, farmer? I'm doing well, tacos. Yeah, I've heard that before, though, right, UK? That they're waiting for 1188 uptime. They didn't seem to be able to do, they being that alliance group, didn't be able to seem to do a whole lot during the last 1188 uptime. I have no idea what, Yaji. I can't imagine they would. I mean, after every KvK, every kingdom loses some players. Right? So I would imagine there will be players from 960 that say, that's it, we avenged last KvK, we're done dancing. You know, just as after every KvK I've played and every single kingdom I've been in, you always have, you know, 1 or 2 players that say, hey, you know, it was fun, I'm going to migrate to a different kingdom now, or I'm done dancing and I'm quitting this game. Call me if you need a pilot, you know, those type of deals. So $960 or $24.89 individually can destroy 3 to 4 camps by themselves. It depends on the size of those camps and who those camps are. 93 was the top. I don't know about the top kingdom. They were a top kingdom since KvK 1. Yes, I played against them myself. 88, yeah, 88 flags are burning. So yeah, either they wake up soon and they start mounting a serious comeback here, or it'll be game over. I mean, there's a ways to go, right? 1188 is over here. There's a ways to go before they have no territory whatsoever in Kingsland. You know, they do have a few flags burning over here, but these are really, I mean, 846 wants to get to this point over here. But these other kingdoms that have these flag lines here are not providing a whole hell of a lot of resistance. Four flags they'll cut. I mean, right here in this area, yeah, they will cut off little pieces of that territory that 1188 has, but I mean, really, if I was 1188, I would get these 39 people to, delete some flags in this area so that 88 could get more territory in here. But, maybe that's just me. It would be nice to see those two square off again. Yeah, right? 1960, 2489. Let's throw 2377 into that mix. Let's throw 2429 into that mix. That'd be a crazy KvK. Really? There's nobody else streaming right now? Are you kidding me? Any streamers watching my stream that want to fire up a stream and watch this KvK and get rated? Keep going for a little bit here. Well, I got a ton of shit to do tomorrow. Ooh, tacos. I stayed awake all night watching this KvK and woke up to a phone call from my boss asking where I was at. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, give me a link, Tash. Give me a link. When I click on your name in here and click on go to channel, it shows nothing. Well, I mean, 22s, they sound like firecrackers. There's a huge difference between a 22 bullet and which is travels below the speed of sound, and other one. I mean, trust me, when I shoot my 1911, which is chambered in 45 ACP, you're gonna know it was a fucking gunshot. But when I shoot a 22, it's much, much quieter. Corn hub? What the hell is corn hub? I think I can only read YouTube. Send me the entire URL in DMs, Tash. Put a P for... Okay, alright, whatever. You friggin' troll. Do I think the game is dying? I think we're losing more people than we're gaining at this point in time. Although it's hard to tell, right? Because the players are not consolidated into the top 25 kingdoms like they used to be. I mean, my kingdom at roughly 8 billion power, 9 billion power with the farm alliances, that would have been a D kingdom about 6-8 months ago. With all the new kingdoms coming out that have lower power than that, it seems like power is being spread in the line between A seed and D seed is shrinking. So is that ultimately better for the game to have more kingdoms with about the same power, or what? But I mean, every day we see players leave, but we see many accounts get sold as well. So I think it's far from dead. I think there is still a very large and active player base. I think Tash was just trolling us. I'm not sending everyone to Pornhub, sorry. So it's just a lot of the same open field fighting, right? I mean, it's fun to watch, but we've been watching the same thing for a few days now. I mean, I respect all these kingdoms out here and the effort that they're putting in, but there are, I guess, other things I'd rather do at the moment. Not that I don't enjoy hanging out with you guys, but I think we're gonna call it here. I appreciate y'all for hanging out for a period of time here. Snow Goose for the 5 gifted, John Wicked for the $5. Any new subscribers that came on that the notification didn't pop up and I didn't thank personally. Thank you all. If you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll probably catch you next on Monday. Y'all have a great night, day, afternoon, evening. God bless.